Peter W. Blommer was born in October 1963 in Evanston, Illinois, with chocolate in his veins, to Helen and Henry Hank Blommer, Jr. Peter and his 6 siblings, Janet, Joe, Tori, Mary, Stephen, and Katie, represent the 3rd generation in their family-owned business, Blommer Chocolate Company, and are seen here in 1965. Peter says his father Hank always pushed him out of his comfort zone, handling fish, encouraging him to run for class president, or having him drive trucks cross-country for the company when he was just 17. Such experiences very likely prepared him for trips to Papua New Guinea, as seen here, and war-torn countries in West Africa. Peter adds that his mother Helen nurtured his creative side. Technically, Peter says, his first job was in sanitation at Blommer's Union City, California facility before high school, which evolved into stints in production, driving trucks, and a summer in sales. However, he laughs and admits he doesn't think he sold a single pound of chocolate. After high school, Peter attended Georgetown University, where he graduated magna cum laude in 1985 with a BA in government and a minor in economics. In 1989, Peter and Ellen married in Winnetka, Illinois. He had met Ellen during his freshman year of college, and together they have 3 children, William, Madeline, and Matthew. Peter and Ellen are pictured here with Will and Madeline, and Peter says raising a family with Ellen has been the most fulfilling experience of his life. After a brief foray into politics before trying investment banking for several years, Peter says he realized he would much rather work inside a company that made real products versus working on a P&L and a balance sheet. Peter says he hadn't planned on joining the family business in 1991, but he was fortunate to be on hand to help when family dynamics led to a 2-year struggle for control, not only of the company, but also the family legacy. Able to regain full control of the company in 1994, Peter says the lesson he learned was an important one, namely that the success of a family business requires healthy family dynamics. So, that same year, he brought in a family business advisor to work with the relatives to ensure the dynamic was one that helped the business sustain and grow. Since then, Peter has continued to lead Blommer and is proud it has grown tenfold while maintaining its core values and entrepreneurial spirit. Shown here is the family in 2009 at their second home, Lake Tahoe. Peter is also proud of his family's involvement in cocoa sustainability, which began during the 1950s when his grandfather Henry helped found the American Cocoa Research Institute. This organization ultimately was incorporated into the World Cocoa Foundation, founded in 2000 with Blommer Chocolate Company as one of the first members, with the goal to take research to the field to improve farmer practices and livelihoods. Pete is pictured here in 2009 with his brother Steve celebrating the expansion of the company's East Greenville, Pennsylvania plant. In 2014, Blommer became a member of Cocoa Action, a sustainability commitment of the 9 largest global cocoa and chocolate companies, and during the past 17 years has developed its own farmer programs in Indonesia, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. Peter says he shares his grandfather's passion for the livelihoods of farming communities and believes his grandfather would be proud. One thing is for sure, his father would have been proud of this big rainbow trout Peter caught. Peter's leadership in the industry includes serving as chairman of the Western Candy Conference in 1996, PMCA president, chairman of the Chocolate Manufacturers Association, chairman of the NCA Chocolate Council, and more recently, NCA chairman. Outside of the industry, Peter served on the Georgetown University Board of Regents for 6 years. During his career, he has met a host of royalty and national leaders, including Charles, Prince of Wales, during a chocolate industry gathering. And not forgetting, of course, photobombers at last year's NCA State of the Industry Conference. At that same conference, NCA's John Downs Jr. presented Peter with his Chairman's Rocker, commemorating his NCA service. Apart from fishing, Peter is also an avid cyclist and is seen here climbing Ebbets Pass in the Sierras with his riding buddy and brother-in-law, Jeff Hocking. Peter says he plans to train for several endurance cycling rides during the next few years. Honored guests, please join us in welcoming Peter's brother Stephen, the company's Vice President of Business Development, who will help us induct Peter into the Candy Hall of Fame.